My guest today is Barry Young. He is a contractor, handyman, been in the business for several years. And for me to be able to recommend somebody, I've got to experience them. I've got to use them on my own home and or have my own interaction with them. When I first met Barry, I loved his heart. You could tell by his conversation he knew his stuff. And so the next phase was I had some projects at home. I called him up, and he had to pass my wife's test, and he passed with flying colors. And very good work and very reasonable in the price. So this is my first interview. I thought of Barry. I'd like to be able to. Thought he had some very good. The skill set, but also just he had a lot to bring to the table. So Barry, thanks for doing this, being my guinea pig. And so what I'd like to do is just ask a series of questions just so that people can get to know who you are, not just your skill set, but also know Barry.
Okay.
And I think people get to know you. It'll help build that trust and help make that connection. So that's my goal here.
Okay.
So as we get started, can you just introduce yourself and your company, how long you've been in business, and things like that?
My name is Barry Young, and my company is ABC Remodeling. Barry Young. I've been in business about 43 years, or not in ABC Remodeling, but in the construction field. I've framed houses. I probably built a couple hundred houses and remodeled countless more. Over 43 years, you do a lot.
Yeah.
I've done everything has to do with a home.
You're kind of a jack of all trades, it seems like, because things I've asked you about. You did some tile work for us, which was fabulous, around our fireplace, and did an excellent job. It wasn't pretty quickly. I mean, it wasn't like it took you a long time to do that, but it was very well done, very professionally done. So how long have you had ABC?
I've been ABC Remodeling for about 10 years. Before that, it was just Barry Young, and I thought ABC Remodeling might be a good name.
Okay. Now, you do more than remodeling. I mean, there's a lot of things. Can you give us kind of a list of things that might be, I don't know, your skill set or things that you do?
Well, like room additions. I do a lot of decks. But in the remodeling field, there's all kinds of different facets of it. Like I enjoy doing different things. That's kind of one of the things I love about my work is one day I might be doing tile, next day drywall, and then painting and build cabinets. I've done a lot of work with interior decorators. I've done masonry. If it has to do with the home, I've done it.
Well, like you did some helped in our fixtures. Like we had one of our light fixtures was out, and it was just it was like a 4-prong thing. You changed one of those out, it works great, and we've had it like that for years, and just like didn't know what to do about that, and it seemed like a simple kind of process for you. But even less electrical, some light electrical work.
Yeah,
I've
done
like plumbing.
Done a lot of electrical. I've wired my own home. I've done a lot of electrical.
And then some plumbing, kind of like changing
and plumbing
out
also.
Fixture or the like whether it's anything stopped up or what level of plumbing, I guess I should ask.
Anything. I'm not a licensed plumber, but minor type plumbing. If you've got a leak, I can fix that. I have done entire homes of my own. If it has to do with your home, I can do it. It's just all I can really say. There's a lot of things.
So how did you how'd you come to start your business? How'd you come to say, okay, this is the thing I want to do?
Well, when I was growing up, my father had a furniture store, and I was given the task of repairing furniture that came in that was damaged, and so I repaired furniture. And then when I was about a senior in high school, my parents got a divorce, and it affected me emotionally. And I started thinking about it. I'd always worked in my dad's store all my life about what things I would like to do, and I thought, if I had a job where at the end of the day I could stand back and say, "Oh, I did that," that would make me feel good. And
so you find this very rewarding.
I do.
What do you like most about what you do?
I guess I have a little bit of an artistic streak in me, and I enjoy making things artistically, and it just gravitates inside of me to do. Even when I'm at home, I do it. I just do it automatically.
That creative expression.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what advice would you give to somebody that's, say, trying to sell their house, or they're thinking about, hey, I want to get my house ready to sell? What advice? How would you, like, if somebody just called you and said, Barry, what do I need to do, or what things do I need to be aware of?
Well, if you're getting ready to list or sell your home, some of the things that you can do are the least expensive things. And I would probably start on the outside of the home, because first impressions are the most important. If you have a vinyl sided home, I would start out there with cleaning. Make sure that it's nice and clean. And the best way to do it is to have someone else that look at your home, a professional real estate agent or a professional contractor, look at your home and give you an honest appraisal. If you've got wood siding, you may want to stain it. If you've got brick, you want to look at it and make sure you haven't got any cracks. And one of the main things is your front door. If you've got a wooden front door, make sure that the stain and everything is not peeling, flaking, or begin to be sun faded. As you move into the home, on the interior of the home, another inexpensive thing that will give you the best payback is paint. If you've got bright colors, I would probably change it over to a neutral color. Your personal favorites aren't always the best for selling, so painting's pretty cheap. Most people can do it themselves. If you don't, hire someone. I would look at your kitchen, your cabinets. If you've got wooden cabinets and they're looking a little dingy, you can use Old English on the cabinets, or you can even use olive oil and just wipe them down, and you'd be amazed how much better they will look with a little oil. You can even do that around your wooden frames. But paints and then on your tile, if you've got tile floors, if your grout's looking a little dingy, you can get your tile cleaned, and it'll make a lot of difference. It make it look new again. In your bathrooms, make sure all your caulking around your tub, around the tile in the shower is all nice and clean. And that's probably the way I'd do it.
Okay.
Common.
Okay. All right, well, let's shift gears a little bit and get to know you more as a person. I know there's a lot of things that you do from a ministry-wise. You kind of volunteer at the prison, right? Is it
Yes.
the prison? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell people a little bit about what you do, your passion, I guess.
Okay.
You know, that you...
As a Christian, I find my work to be very gratifying, and I tried not to yet let my words be what sets me off as a Christian, but my actions. So that when I go into a home, I want to exude that you can trust me, that your family's safe, your items are safe, that I will always do my very best to make my work something as sacrifice to the Lord, an altar to the Lord, that the Lord sees my work and says, well done, good and faithful servant.
Like, what's your motivation? You know what I'm saying? Is something what gets you up in the morning? You know, you obviously love your work.
Yeah.
What is it about that motivates you about what you do?
Having people say that you did a good job, and that is probably my number one motivation. If I can't think of a job that I've done where I've ever had anybody say, ooh, yuck. I can think of one. But that was many years ago. I always try to do my very best, and regardless of what the bid was, I still try to do my very best.
Okay. Well, is there any questions that I should have asked that would have helped people get to know who you are? Did I miss something? What's your favorite color?
My favorite
Because you
color?
mentioned painting.
Well,
not necessarily
it depends
favorite
on the
color. Not necessarily favorite color that you want that like a neutral color to help resell your house. But what's your personal favorite color?
to wear or to put in the house.
To anything.
If I painted on the interior of a house, probably antique white.
Uh-huh.
I like earth tones. I don't know. As far as I'm not a clothes horse, obviously.
Well, do you have a particular favorite color? Just forget about where it's at. Just what's
maybe tan. I would
Really?
say tan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any pets?
Yes, I do. We have my wife and I raise pigs. We have a couple dogs, and I really enjoy chickens. We have. We're getting ready to start raising rare chickens and particular colors of chickens, Americanas, and then we also sell eggs. So
Okay.
I like farming.
All right. So if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, get to know you a little bit better, or wanted to utilize your services, how do they contact you?
You can contact me on Facebook. If you'll type in ABC Remodeling Barry Young, it'll take you to my Facebook page where you can see a lot of my work. I'm not very good about updating it, but you can see a lot of the projects that I've completed in the past. You can also call me, 417-839-9593, or you can reach me at my email, which is puckybrush, PUCKYBRUSH @hotmail.com. People ask me, what's that mean? When I was in high school, somebody that lived way out in the woods, lived way out in the pucky brush. And I live in Bruner, Missouri, so I think I qualify. Barry Young, ABC Remodeling. Thank you.
I'm Brent Gilstrap with Carroll Jones Realtors. Barry Young with ABC Remodeling is our first interview, and I highly recommend Barry for as a person. He's somebody I've gotten to know. I love his heart, but as a professional, with somebody that takes care of what he does, but he takes care of people, and that's what I like about him. Thank you.